Hey everybody, and we are live. And welcome to another episode of Crypto Market Insights with Yasha Harari. This is a live stream, and it's the live stream I guess everyone was waiting for those, well, not for my stream, but for the streams that talk about price action and trading and technical analysis and all that kind of stuff about Bitcoin. Is it going to the moon? Is it going to crash? Are you going to be loading up on crypto, or are you going to be loading up on cash? I didn't mean that to rhyme, but it did. What is happening with crypto, and why is it going up so hard and high, and what can you do about it as a marketer, right? What are the best exploits right now? What are the best use cases right now? And clickbait imminent, right? I put that in there because you are going to see clickbait in the coming days, weeks, months, and maybe years. You're going to see a lot of crypto clickbait. When this bull market is confirmed by even the most pessimistic bears, right? There comes a point at which the bears capitulate. Just as there comes a point at which the bulls capitulate in a bear market, right? There comes a point at which the bears capitulate in a bull market, right? And that's when the price just goes, hyperbolic and crazy. And to be honest, that's really not the point that you want to be at very long. You don't plan your business around that. That's the point you want to, maybe exit or take some profit off the table if you're, looking at it in that sense from a marketing perspective, right? You want to get your profits out while the market is topping out and preparing for the next bear cycle. But right now we are looking at a Bitcoin price around 10,100 or so, depending on what market you look at. It went up to like 10,200 or so, 10,190, whatever it was. Close enough, 10,100 and something. And it's ranging around there right now. It could have come down very easily. It could have dropped below 10,000 very easily. It could have retest very low. Sure, again, go watch TA channels. This is not what this is for, right? We are not looking at the price as an indicator for marketing, whether or not you should short or long your marketing plans right now in the immediate future of the day. Right? That's not how you run the marketing. Even the most lean and agile marketing, can't be successfully run if you are going to kill it by micromanaging every movement in the market as an indicator for how your plans should be going, right? Because how traders move money across the market is not a direct indicator for you. It is an indicator, but it is not a direct indicator for your one-to-one moves, right? Because that's just not the reality, right? Retail, street consumers or business consumers are not buying or selling your product necessarily based on today's market price. They might not even be aware of the market price of the product, right? Or of the brand or of the company. They might just know, oh, that's the thing I need, I'm buying that, right? And that's the one with the best price or the best quality or the best value, I'm buying that one. And so that's why you have to keep that in mind when you're marketing right now. Crypto projects, doesn't matter if you're using Bitcoin as your default currency or not. It really doesn't matter, right? It matters that you are using, if you're marketing a crypto, it matters that you are using the best state of the art that you can for your crypto to enable as much mass adoption as you can, but starting, of course, first with the core that like it. Make sure they like it. The community has to like it. Getting your community to like your project and helping it get off the ground is critical, right? You guys know or you should know, right? I do marketing for a lot of different projects, for a lot of different cryptos. One of them I talk probably the most about is Ethlite crypto, which is very much community driven in terms of how the community participates, is engaged in what's going on Telegram, on Twitter, everything else, YouTube, all that, and how they really get involved in a lot of what's going on with FI crypto, right? It's a completely, it's a community-driven project in many ways. So, and the reason for that, and the reason that it's been so successful as much as it has, considering it's a completely bootstrapped project, right? No seed round funding from major investors or anything like that, just completely bootstrapped by the founder and the core team. It has grown to be one of the largest cryptocurrency communities on the internet, right? In crypto and Telegram, right? And the reason for that is very simple, because if you can participate in the actual crypto, you're much more likely to be interested in its development, right? A lot of cryptos kind of invite you in, let you buy in, and even if they have a channel, very often they're just broadcasting channels. They're not really participation channels. They just tell people what's up with the news, and that's it. They don't really have active engagement. If they do, it's not really official. It's kind of the official or the official unofficial fanboy channel, or something like that. But many projects do have official channels, of course, and the ones that have the best communities are the ones that typically are considered among the better quality projects because they're verified by thousands, if not more, people, right? So who are all actively engaged, or who all can access the code, or look at the white paper, or look at the team, or ask questions and do their own research and find out whatever they need. The more you put out there as a crypto marketer, the more genuine and transparent you are, the more likely you are to build your community, right? That's why Bitcoin is 10,000, right? Is over 10,000, right? Sure, it's the price action, it's the trading. Of course, it's that. Obviously, it's that, right? Like if buyers and sellers didn't think the price was worth whatever it is, it wouldn't be worth what it is. Duh. But what keeps the price going in either direction, having life, right? It's the active engagement of the community. And you can see it very clearly. When a price of an asset is considered to be down, the activity in that community drops significantly. You can see it in Google Trends very easily. We all know, we've all seen the Google Trends. We've all seen that it basically, when you have activity online that's lower than usual, well, people search for it less, people participate in it less, they buy it less, etc. So I think that's pretty obvious. And now we have the beginnings of a bull market. So, well, what are we likely to see? In my opinion, we're likely to see that. Cat on internet, right? Trades heat for Doge, right? Or cat on internet, checkmate, right? I think that's what we're likely to see more of for a while things go completely bonkers, right? Like it's going to be, you're going to see a lot of, let's say this, you're going to see a lot of very creative content that might be fast and loose with the truth, right? And if you run a crypto project or market a crypto project, what you want to do is avoid that at all costs, right? You don't want to be associated with that. People attach your name with that kind of thing. You want to disassociate yourself from that ASAP. You want to be genuine. You don't want to be giving out fake information. You want to be verifiable, right? Because again, you're relying on the concept of cryptocurrency being trustless, which means don't trust, verify, which means people should not have to trust your third party. Hopefully you're not running. There are some businesses that are third party businesses in the crypto space because institutions require it or certain retail investors demand it, etc. Fine, that's great. But if you're running a business for the cryptocurrency ecosystem that is not interested in third-party custody or things like that, then you need to be as transparent and verifiable as possible. Right? It's very simple. That's how blockchains are built. So if you're trying to build a blockchain, you should have no trouble doing that if you have a good development team. But that's the other thing, is finding a good development team. That is one of the biggest problems in crypto. If you really think about it, that is absolutely one of the biggest problems we have in cryptocurrency today. Right? We have the problem of people saying they're going to build you something, and then they don't actually deliver it on time or at all. And while this is kind of normal, actually, in tech, people may not realize that it's a lot more normal than you think, right? There's always far more promises than are delivered, especially in software development. That's just, it's due to a lot of things that have to do with how software is developed, which is very often that when they start on the drawing board, it very much looks entirely different than what it will look like by the time they actually have the finished product. And because software moves so fast and evolves so quickly as a technology, it happens a lot that products that you think you're going to get out the door and market don't ever actually have a time to market, right? You might miss the boat on them. And then it means it depends on the product, but some products are very short term, very limited, especially if you're marketing trendy innovations, novelty items, things that are very seasonal, things that might have a 1 year shelf life. They might just be a trend for 1 year and that's it. There's a lot of things like that, a lot of gimmicks, a lot of gadgets, a lot of things that you think, oh, that's just, a joke item. Yes, but those novelty items for a lot of companies can do quite well, right? And if you're marketing one of those novelty items, and you know who you are, bear that in mind, right? Time to market is incredibly critical, especially in crypto. It's not for the big coins at the moment, and it's not for the old coins, which have basically built models off of never delivering product. But if you want to get ahead with a new crypto project, deliverables are one of the most important things you could focus on. If you stay on your roadmap and you actually stick to your schedule and you actually get things out the door on time, that is a huge and important thing for you to do as a marketer, right? And as a product and as a business owner, and you name it. Because unexpected delays can cause investor confusion and doubt and, uncertainty and all that kind of nonsense, right? And you don't need to. You can just avoid that by making a more conservative roadmap that has a slower timeline, and you're always welcome to go faster than your timeline and readjust it accordingly. But better to aim low and shoot high, in a sense. And basically always hit and crush your targets. Then, from an ambition point of view, it's better to have the higher target and then reach a higher number, right? Because then your end result will be better than if you had set a lower goal. That is true. But if your goal, right, is a short-term turnaround or product win with marketing, then you don't want to focus, right, on that mentality. You want to flip it quickly. And so if your product depends on time to market, you can't sit around with the long game, because there isn't time for that. You need to make the move quickly. Now you say, well, what kind of crypto project is it that wants to be quick? Well, you aren't necessarily marketing a cryptocurrency, right? You might be marketing things with cryptocurrency. You might be looking for ways to increase mass adoption by promoting a certain product or service. If people buy it with a certain cryptocurrency, right? Those kind of offerings exist, and many more will continue to rise. And you will see more of these things being offered, especially as the price of Bitcoin and other cryptos continue to, long-term rise. Will they go up or down tomorrow or next week or next month? I really don't care. And by the way, I am long-term bullish, I guess you could say, on crypto, but that does not mean I don't think we can't go back down to 9 or 8 or 7, or even 6 or 5, and then go back up from there, right? Like, Bitcoin is very volatile. And if it can move up and down thousands of dollars and $1,000+ easily in a day because somebody said something in a speech, um, don't put it past Bitcoin to move much more than that, as it has done before, even a couple thousand or a few $1,000s in a day in either direction. Again, it can happen, and it likely will, right? It's just probabilities statistically. It may not, but it likely will. So bear it in mind. Don't get stuck with short-term projects that you can't exploit with time to market factors. So make sure your team is on it, and open communications are critical. So you should have a Telegram channel. There should not be delays of days at a time where people who are expected to respond on a daily basis just disappear suddenly. Of course, people can go away for some period of time unexpectedly, but then they should at least, give you a full explanation or good explanation for what's going on, and why there might be any delays. And anybody who's responsible for running, projects or work, should be reporting at least a couple times a week or at least once a week, depending on your project. You should have stand-up meetings. These things help your projects go forward, right? Having those stand-up meetings where everybody participates, not just one or two people, right? Even if it's just a 10-15 minute phone call or video or whatever, having the people participate, all the stakeholders participating, will ensure the success of the project. Whereas if you just try to loner it, or if you're managing it and you just try to cordon off people and section them off to each do their own thing, and you want to individually micromanage each of them, you're likely to, fail harder, and not in a good way. Like, fail more repetitively and see less successes than if you have people working in cohesion and teamwork. And I know to a lot of you this may seem like, well, obviously, Yasha, like, what are you talking about? Of course, teamwork works better than not teamwork. But you'd be surprised how many organizations do whatever they can, right, to create division between employees in order to create competition. And while this is good in certain situations, especially if you're trying to motivate salespeople to, sell, and so they have to sell, they eat what they kill, as they say, then okay, you want to have some competition, but it should be friendly competition, first of all, because if you're on the same company, then the profits should be somehow beneficial to all, right? Yes, you eat what you kill, but if you're in the same company, I don't know. There's different ways to manage. It depends what you're selling, of course. In some companies, of course, the broker or the sales agent, strictly gets what they kill. So that's a different situation. But my point is, all these factors go into marketing your crypto. Things from building the community to having a good dev team, having a good responsive marketing team, PR team, admin team, management team. Everybody should be in on delivering the best possible user experience and the best possible product and service that you can, because that is ultimately how you get your customers to come back, which is, of course, the whole point of marketing, right? If you're just going for one sell, again, on a trend item, fine. But even if you're selling a trend item, it would be nice to have repeat customers, right? And you can get them, even on trend items, by having them sign up to your forums or your websites or your email lists or your website, videos, your social media. Any channels you have to invite people to are good channels. If they're, big popular platforms that your target audience is on, great. Even if they're small platforms, but your target audience is on them, terrific. Go after them, build your community. It is very community centric. And again, that's one of the reasons that Bitcoin is above 10,000 right now, in my opinion. It's literally because of the community. There's a strong crypto community, and I'm talking about investment bankers and institutional bankers of well-moneyed people, as well as the retail market, which actually built the price of Bitcoin from zero to the thousands of dollars, right? Both of those communities, right? The high-end, well-heeled, well-moneyed community that moves hundreds of millions or billions of dollars around with ease, they are a tight community as well. And they talk as well, and they know what's going on in their community as well, right? It's not just the people on YouTube who are making noise about crypto, who are moving money into crypto, right? Clearly, retail investors don't have billions and trillions of dollars of assets easily available to them usually, right? That's just not how it is. So, but as a collective, retail investment has done, has grown crypto tremendously. So credit due where it is due. But now it is the time, that all these bigger investment houses and institutions and banks and big companies, they've all made their investments in crypto in 2015, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, right? And they're looking to the next 5, 10 years, 20 years with crypto, right? And now is the time for the next little, cycle, if you will, to begin to take it to the next level, right? Because we've seen these 4-year cycles, 3-year cycles, whatever you want to call them, cycles in crypto, once or twice. Are we likely to see it a third time? Maybe, maybe not. There's no guarantee. But if we are going to see it, well, then the time is now for all the marketing that's been done, built up and prepared for all these different projects to actually be rolled out and implemented and start making some waves. Not 100%, burning hot irons right away, of course, but we are at the beginning, it seems, of the next uptrend in the market cycle, right? There's a lot of indicators pointing to that, not just on the market technical analysis level, but also on the fundamental analysis level in the news and all the things that traders and investors don't even look at because it's old news to them. But the retail readers are reading, and that's a signal that we're already getting to the point where, they're going to start seeing more about the halving and the having-not. Hey, maybe I should make that the title for this stream: the halving and the having-not. What do you guys think about that? Leave a comment below. The having or the having-not? What side are you on? Are you on the side of the having or the having-not? And by that I mean, are you going to have any Bitcoin at the time of the next Bitcoin halving, or are you not going to have any Bitcoin at the time of the next Bitcoin halving in May? Leave a comment below just to say, don't say how much, just say whether or not you plan to own any by the halving. Yes or no? Yeah, and yeah, feel free not to write anything, of course. Just like you should feel free to smash unlike twice if you hate this video, really, and smash it on the upside or whatever if you want, but only if you like it, and if you're into marketing, and if you think this is interesting, if you're marketing crypto, great. Otherwise, don't smash anything, because unless you want to, because I'm not here for that. I need to get this out of me. So thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Crypto Marketing Insights. And once again, the price action on Bitcoin right now, it's sitting around 10,100 or so. Where it's going to go by the end of the day, by the end of the weekend, which is the end of the week, right? Who knows? If it closes a little bit higher than we are now, great. If it closes a little bit lower than we are now, great. If you're marketing crypto, you don't care about the price action as much as you care about the crypto and the project you're marketing and seeing that grow as a business, right? So again, congratulations to everybody who's in crypto and in Bitcoin, making great projects and and if you're making great gains today on the market, wonderful. But more importantly, if you're in marketing of crypto, way to go. You are well placed, and this is really a great time to be marketing crypto projects. So if you need more information about marketing crypto projects, feel free to watch more of my videos. Sign up to the channel. You can watch the new ones whenever they come out. Or, of course, get in touch with my agency if you want. Details in the description and all that stuff, or you can just find my website, yashaharari.com. Just go there, or hit me up on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Library, any of those places where you can reach me. Telegram. And yeah, that's going to do it, folks. Again, Bitcoin, yay, 10K. It's over 10,000. Bitcoin, it's over 10,000, right? Somebody animate that or something. Meme it. Because remember, we are soon going to see much more moon time. So, cat on internet, people. Checkmate. Till next time, folks. Take care.